like you. Like, please don't. Just please don't. Like, oh my god. Hello, my fellow subscribers and non-subscribers. Okay, I know some of you may be like, where are you? Like, what is this? Well, I moved houses finally, and you know, I got my purple room, so voila, I'm in my new room. Well, it's not exactly new to me. Like, we moved in here in like August 20th, I'm pretty sure. But you know, it's new to you guys, so voila, man. For those of you who haven't been to Fright Dome or anything or even heard of it, it's basically just a really big, like, Halloween type of thing. It's at an amusement park that we have here called Circus or Adventure Dome, either one, you know. But they turn it into this whole like Halloween type of thing, and a whole bunch of people dress up like that work there and stuff, or are hired or whatever, and they're like scary monsters. Like, trust me when I tell you scary. Like, the people there that are the monsters and everything, like, some of them have chainsaws and they chase after you, and then other ones like follow you for a little bit, and the other ones just stare you down, and I'm like, I cannot handle this, like, literally. Anyways, let's get to the story. Alright, so it was Friday, you know, October 14th, you know, just a regular stressful school day. I got out of school, and just a few hours later I just had to get ready, like, to go to my friend Linda's house, because that's where I was going to spend the night, and that's who I was going with and everything. So I got all ready, and I was, you know, looking pretty decent. And then 6:35-ish rolls around, and I go to her house, and you know, she's getting ready when we're supposed to be about leaving, you know. So she's getting ready and stuff, and you know, I'm just sitting there on the bed, kind of getting ready myself a little bit more too. Like, I put some lipstick on, put some mascara on, and washed my face, you know, made sure I looked okay. About a half hour then rolls by, and it's already like 7:30, so we were planning on leaving at like 7:10, but that didn't happen. So we finally get in her friend's car, because, you know, she has friends that can drive, unlike me, because, you know, I'm always the little one in the group. So we're driving, and we went to the bank to pick up some money for her and stuff like that. And then we get to freaking, like, Fright Dome, like, the place and everything, and I'm so pumped. Like, you have no idea. I'm, like, freaking out inside, and it's freaking amazing, because it's, like, my first year going, and I've always wanted to go. We wait in this semi-long line. Like, it's not that long. Like, I've seen on like their videos of like the opening weekend and stuff, and it was nothing compared to that, trust me. Like, they're freaking packed on like opening weekends, but this like was just barely anything. But you know, anyways, so we're walking and we're in line and stuff, and then we wait, and they wave us to go into one of the lines, and then we get there, and you know what happens? I give them this 2-for-1 coupon that my best friend gave me to use for me and my friend Linda. So I give it to them, and they tell me, you need an employee ID to use this. And so we're like, so we can't use this at all? They're like, no. And we're just like really? Like, that's so freaking like ridiculous that we couldn't even use the 2-for-1 coupon, which means instead of paying like $50 and $50, like, because it costs $50 for a person, so instead of that, like, we just have to pay like $50 for 2 people, you know. So it's like a buy one get one free, you know. Yeah. So I had $40 in cash, and she had $40 in cash, and we were like, well, that's $80 though. So then we felt bad, but you know, we turn around and ask her friend, like, can we borrow $20, man? Like, because they're not going to let us use this. Thankfully, he says yes, and you know, then it adds up to like $99.50. You know, yeah. So we pay full price for it, and then he goes and pays his full price for it, and then we finally get to go in. I didn't exactly know what to expect. Well, I did, but then I didn't. know what to expect there. And so, yeah. We started walking up these flights of stairs and everything to go into it, because we couldn't go into the regular Adventure Dome like entrance, because I don't know why exactly, but you know. So yeah, after we go up these stairs, like we were standing right there, and all of a sudden this little kid came running out of the entrance, like, and hid kind of like in this, like, cause here's like a wall and then here's like the side of the wall and everything. So he was hiding right there, like on the stairs, just standing there, and I can tell he was kind of panicking because he was like breathing hard, and I was like, what is going on? Like, I was kind of freaking out. I was like, what? Like, what is going on? And then all of a sudden, a friggin' like clown, just like a scary clown, you know, was there by the entrance, and it was like, don't run away from me, stop running, like really angrily, like he sounded like, and everything. And I was just like, oh my god, like what am I doing here? Why did I even decide to come here? So we wait a few seconds, and then we finally walk in and everything, while the clown is just like waiting for the kid, like right in the entrance and everything. And we walk past him, and then I just start smiling, because, you know, I just do that when I'm kind of scared, you know? And so we were walking, and then he comes behind me, the clown. The clown comes behind me and blows in my hair, like in the back, and was like, and then he kept like following me real quick, and then in my ear he was like, and I'm just like, oh my god. Like, I just kept walking, but I was like, oh, I was in my head, I was freaking out, like you have no idea, like I hated that so much. And then we got in a line to go to one of my favorite rides, and literally I was shaking. Like, I texted my dad, and I just, like, I was like, bros, like, this is scary, like, I don't know what I'm doing, like, I don't know why I came here, like, this is freaking me out, like, a clown already scared me, and I barely walked in, and, you know, I was just shaking, and I was like, I'm pretty stupid for coming here. We are in the line and everything to get on this ride. It was kind of a long line, which is really annoying, but it's, you know, you kind of expect that when it's kind of a popular thing in Vegas and everything. Well, where you live doesn't really have to be in Vegas. But we're like, whatever, we'll just stay here. We're almost there, kind of, and all that. And then we finally go into the little area where the ride is to get into the little cart type of things. So we were there, and we went all around, because it's like a circle type of thingy, and we were like, I don't know where to sit. And I was like, I'll just ride by myself, I guess, because it's an odd number. So I let them two go, and then it was just me. So I had to go find a friggin' place where there was either no one in it or a stranger in it, and I chose one that had a stranger in it. She was pretty nice, you know, like we had a little conversation before. I was telling her how the clown creeped me out and I was shaking, and that, you know, it's my first time here. I think it was her first time, like, there in general, but yeah, she was pretty cool. We had a little conversation. Then she was like scared on the ride, and I was just like, woo, man, let's do this, you know, yeah. So the ride is finally over, and it wasn't that amazing as it used to be to me, I guess. Like, I don't know, for some reason it just didn't seem as fun and stuff. But we finished, and then we walk more, me being paranoid that more monsters were gonna come around and mess with me. Luckily they didn't yet. So you walk up this thing where all the roller coaster lines are and everything. Like, we weren't gonna go on one, but we were just trying to avoid the monsters and stuff, because I guess they can't go on the second floor. So we were like, okay, let's go up here. So we go up there and just like walk around a little bit, and then go down, getting kind of a little bit freaked out and everything. And I was holding her hand, I was just like, oh my god, like, I swear if someone messes with me, I'm gonna cry. We walked more, and there were some monsters, and I just, like, you know, avoided them by hiding close to my friend, Linda, you know, yeah. And we walked to this ride that goes, like, it tips you forward, and then it goes around and then hangs you upside down for a little bit and then keeps going like that and all that. And it's a pretty big ride too. Like, I feel like I'm gonna die every time I go on it, but I still want to go on it because, you know, it's fun, duh. But anyways, while we were in line, like, some monsters passed and everything, but then this monster with a chainsaw goes by, and I'm just like, I don't like you, like, please don't, just please don't, like, oh my god. But yeah, luckily he didn't do anything to me, and I was like, thank God. Anyways, we go on the ride and everything, and it's all good. Like, I didn't scream that much. I was like, yas, man. I went on here enough to not scream a whole bunch. After that ride, we just like walked around a little bit because we didn't really know what to do because there were so many people in the lines and like everything, and we were just like, I don't know. But then my friend Linda and then her friend wanted to go on this one ride. You know those rides where it's like a circle and then like there's a pole type of thingy, and then there's like seats around it, and then it shoots up and then drops you down and stuff like that. Yeah, I was just like, no, I'm not doing this. Like, you're crazy. Like, no. After I said no, they went and I held her phone and stuff like that. And then I was just sitting by the gate, well, standing, but you know, yeah. Standing by the gate, and then there was this guy like dancing and everything, like really cool. You know, if you have me on Instagram, I put a video on there. But like, he was there, he was just dancing and stuff, and there were so many people like recording and all that. And it was just really cool, and there was like lights and a whole bunch of music, and just everyone like was surrounding him and everything. And then this other guy like kind of has a dance battle with him, and it was just cool. You know, low-key, they were kind of cute too. But you know, I didn't know them, so I was just like, whatever, you know? Kind of have to say whatever, because, you know, I can't talk to people, because I'm terrible at talking and socializing. Anyways, after that, we walked around like the other way and everything, not the way we came, like the other way. And we didn't see this part before, and it's really creepy because you know how the corn mazes have like all that corn and type of stuff? I don't know how to explain it really, but they had like that like on the side, and then there was so much fog, like you have no idea, like so much fog, like you couldn't see anything. All you could see were like lights and just the fog, and we were like what? Like, why more scary stuff? So we were walking, and there were monsters, of course, like everywhere, and just I was like, oh my god. And then we walk through this other part that has, I forget what it has really, but it's like green and stuff, and it's weird. And these people like on the sides, like they'll like go out and like try to like scare you, like they'll pop out at you and everything. And I'm just like, okay, like it wasn't that bad because I saw them and I was like, okay, you're not gonna scare me. But then there's this other monster that just like walks around and everything, and it's like this voodoo guy, you know, like I don't know how to explain it, but it was like a voodoo guy, and I was just like, okay, please go away, like I don't like you. After that, we walk around again to the other side of the place, and we go to this one ride that I absolutely hate, you know, but they wanted to go on it, so I was like, alright, whatever. If I get scared on it, then I get scared, you know? Okay, you guys are gonna find this ridiculous, but like, just it terrifies me. But you know the ship ride, like it's a ship, and then it goes like this, like, and then it gets higher and then higher and just all that, you know? Well, that's the ride I'm deeply terrified of, because I don't like the feeling of falling, because I feel like when I fall that I'm gonna die. That ride was just really bad. You wanna know why? It was bad because I cried on it, to be honest. Like, this is like probably the first time that I cried on it. I distinctly had us in the middle because I felt like it wouldn't be as bad. But you know what? It felt like it went higher than usual. So I was freaking out a whole bunch. But I found a good way to not be as scared on it. Instead of looking up to see that you're going even farther up, just look down, you know? Just look down at your feet and you're all good mostly, except for me because, you know, I'm a little something. And I cried. Like, it was so bad because I felt like everybody was like watching me and everything, and I was just like, please don't watch me cry. And my friend Linda, she was like next to me, and she was kind of holding me. She was like, it's okay, like it's okay, you're fine. And I was just like, no, and I just kept crying harder. And then I knew it was like kind of slowing down, and I was like, it's almost done, it's almost done. But then at the end, like these girls like in front of us, like the row like in front of us, because they were looking kind of like, you know, like here's us facing this way, here's them facing this way, you know? So they were looking at our row and stuff like that. And then this one girl, she was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die, and like making fun of it. Like, I don't think she saw me crying, but like it just annoyed me that she did it, because like that's honestly how I felt. But you know, it's whatever, because it's how she wants to act, whatever. Like, I want to cry, you want to make fun of people, like, cool. We get off the ride and then we start walking, and I'm like, hey, this dude looks pretty cool, so why not get a picture with him? Because they're cool like that. They'll let you take pictures with them, do whatever, and let you hang out with them, all that type of stuff. So I went over to him and I was like, can I take a picture with you? And he was like, yeah. Well, he didn't say yeah, like they just nod. And then, so I took a picture with him, and then we went on with our night. Oh, okay. I was walking, and then this one monster decides to try to jump out at me and everything and scare me. And so he like scared me a little bit, and a shock of terror just went through my body. And you know what my like little reaction was? I was like, like really kind of loud. I was like, and then he just went away, and I was just like, like I wanted to cry so bad, and I was just like, I don't like these people. Like, can you go away? Like, leave me alone. I just want to go on rides. We walked more, you know, like usual. And then we get to like the stage area where this one dude with the freaking chainsaw, of course, you know, chainsaw, they love it. I don't. Anyways, they had it and everything, but they were kind of like dancing, like they were like trying to get the crowd like interactive, you know, and it was cool. But then, you know, and I wanted to go dance with him, but then he started chasing people with the chainsaw, and I was like, no, forget that. No, you're gonna kill me. But I was just like dancing, you know, by myself with my friend, kind of like she just watched me, but I was just like, like, ooh, yeah, turn up. We walk by the guy and everything, and then this one monster, which really got me scared at the moment, well, at that moment, was he had like a burlap mask, like if you guys know what that is. It had like some blood on it, like blood. And then he had overalls and a white shirt and stuff like that. And then he had a chainsaw too, and then he started chasing people, but he didn't seem like the cool type. Well, he was cool obviously, but like the type to be friendly though, because that's all he was doing. I was chasing people, unlike the other guy who would like dance with people, you know? But anyways, I saw him, I got terrified. But then there was this clown by us that was like talking to these people, and they were taking pictures with him, and he seemed pretty cool. He had like blue on it, and if you have him on Instagram also, then you'll see the picture that me and him took. So yeah, I asked him to take a picture with me, and then he was like, yeah. And he was pretty cool too. Like, I really like that clown for some reason. It's weird, but yeah, I liked him. So we walked around more, and then they were like kind of tired of it. They were like, it's kind of lame and stuff. I was like, I guess. Like, I don't know. Like, I liked it, but they didn't. But I knew it was going to be at the end of the night. At the end of the night, they usually always have like this monster dance party where all the monsters like go on the stage, and then like all the lights are here, and then all the crowd is there, and we just all dance and listen to music and all that type of stuff. And I wanted to do that so bad, but at the same time I was just like, yeah, like I don't want to wait that long, even though it was like an hour, half hour later. But I was just like, yeah, let's go, because I was also getting really terrified. So I was like, well, yeah, let's go, let's forget this right now. Yeah, okay. So we leave, and then, you know, when we get in the car, we were bumping music, man, like, woo, I was so happy. Like, whenever music is, like, loud and has a lot of bass and all that type of stuff, like, I get so happy and ecstatic, like, just get really happy and everything. So I was, like, dancing, and then there was this one song, like, that just, like, it was a throwback song, and I was like, yes, man, like, this is my song, like, oh my god. Then Linda asks me and her friend, like, hey, like, are you guys hungry? And I was like, not really. Because I kind of wasn't hungry, but then I also didn't want her to spend more money. I feel bad that my coupon, like, wouldn't work and stuff like that. But she was like, I'm going to get you something anyways. And I was like, I guess. And you know where they took me? They took me to Wingstop, man. Like, I've never been to Wingstop. And then I finally had it. I got some regular, like, chicken things, like, no, like, sauce or anything. I don't really like sauce, to be honest. Like, I don't know. I just, because it's, like, messy, and I don't really like getting messy when I eat it. But if it's ribs, then I'll definitely get messy. But that's, like, about it. But I had the little chicken, and then the fries. The fries are freaking great. Like, I don't know. Like, they taste like actual fries, but then they get sweet at the end, like sweet potatoes and stuff like that. I don't know, it's just, I loved it. I was like, oh my god, like, this is so good. And then we drive to her house, and we just sat in the car in front of her house for like a half hour or an hour. I think it might have been an hour. But anyways, we were playing like 21 questions and everything. I was laying down in his back seat, like, with my shoes off, because I was so exhausted. And they were sitting up front and everything. And we were just asking questions. Well, she was reading them offline. I didn't know any questions. He didn't know any questions. So we were like, whatever. So, yeah. And then I kept asking, like, hey, you want to go inside? Because I want to knock out. But we didn't go inside for a long time, and I fell asleep in the car. And then, like, I could hear what they were saying, but then sometimes it would go away. Like, I kept going in and out, like, you know, like, sleeping and then waking up and sleeping and waking up. But then this one time I woke up, like, I felt her touch, because I knew it wasn't him. Like, I don't know, like, he wouldn't touch me. So, like, she was touching me, like, on my arm. Like, I thought she was just, like, kind of just, you know, going like this or something like that to wake me up. I was just like, what the hell are you doing? And then, like, she went away. And then I tried going to sleep again. But then Linda was like, I really want a bottle of water. And then he was like, me too. And then he was like, is Albertsons open? And then she was like, yeah, I think so. And so we drive to freaking Albertsons at like 2 in the morning. I was like, are you kidding me? I just want to go to sleep. But yeah, we drove to Albertsons at 2 in the morning just to get 2 bottles of water. Like, we walked in, got the water, but then we were walking around, and then I found like this cute big, well, not that big, but like this size maybe. Like, it had a zebra print, but it was a different animal. But it was so cute, and I was just like, I was so tired. Like, I don't know, when I'm tired, like, I'm just like, like, I laugh at a lot of things, like, literally like that, like, like, just, I don't know. And yeah, so I just, I was like, I don't know, I get weird when I'm tired. But anyways, then we looked around a little bit, then we finally checked out. So we were walking again to the car, and then I sat in the car and I was just on my phone for a little bit, and then we still stood in the car while we were in front of her house. And then finally, she was like, okay, let's go inside. Because he wasn't, see, we stood in the car because she didn't think that he was allowed upstairs or anything. Because I was just like, you guys can stay downstairs, and I'll just go upstairs and knock out. But her aunt and stuff, like, sleeps in the living room, so they didn't want to wake her up. But I was just like, okay. But anyways, so she was like, okay, let's go, and then they said their goodbyes with a big hug and all that type of stuff. And then finally, like, we got in her room, and her little kitten is so cute. Like, we brought her little kitten. It was a black kitten with, like, orange eyes, I have to say. I think I forget kind of right now, but it's like, it was so cute. Her name's Bella, and then Linda also has her brother too, like brother and sister kittens. And so yeah, oh, it was so cute. Like, I got my pajamas on, and then I laid down, and she put on Zootopia. I wasn't watching it though, like I really wanted to, but I was just so tired that I couldn't. And then the little kitten just attacked my feet and everything, and I kept moving it to try to like move the cat, and so that it would attack it there and attack it there and attack it there, and it was just so cute. And yeah, that was basically my night, because then I fell asleep. Overall, Fright Dome was pretty great. I wish I stood for the little dance party at the end, but it's okay because I'll probably go next year and hopefully at the opening weekend too. I think it was pretty great. Like, the monsters like did their job and scared people to death. Me almost to death. I hope you guys have an amazing morning, afternoon, night, whenever you see this video, and please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow/add me on the stuff in the description box below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!